Hello, business owners. How are you doing? This is Daryl Guberman, the CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, a quality consulting firm here in Connecticut. We have been in business now 11 years, assisting companies in consultation and manufacturing, and also in ISO certification, assisting them getting certified in all ISO derivatives. Today, business owners, this is video number 3. Letters to ANSI Nomination Committee and Russ Chaney, Chairman, proves they're a sham. Business owners, you're going to find the rest of the data down below this video. I want to try to get these going. I'm going to put all the letters out on my YouTube channel because I want you to hear this firsthand. Business owners, several weeks ago, I applied because they had open application in June. I applied to be a member on ANSI's board, the American National Standards Institute. I sent them this 54-page document encompassing 17 letters of recommendation, or 16 letters of recommendation from my customers, and one was from my next door neighbor. And he's known me for 20 years. Who else but to give a reference? But I put this in. I was given a 9-question basically answer as what I, Daryl Guberman, can bring to the table for the American National Standards Institute to elevate them to the next level. And it appears that they don't want elevation, they want regression. And I looked further and I saw that at the end of the questionnaire that I put in as to what we're going to bring to the table and push ANSI's desires further and what they want to get done. And I would get that done and then some. But I saw Russ Chaney. Russ Chaney left us a very vulgar voicemail because we exposed a factor of a accreditation body for laboratories sitting on ANSI's board. And one of their employees, A2LA, was the accreditation body for laboratory. And one of their employees wrote me back and says, no, A2LA and ANSI are two separate standalone organizations. Yeah. Well, on top of that, even though this was a form letter, he nevertheless had to approve it before he signed off on it. So this is what it was said at the end. The committee appreciates your interest in serving in an ANSI leadership position and your willingness to provide us with this additional information. Sincerely, Russ Chaney. Now, one thing that really got to me, business owners, was when Russ Chaney, and here's his phone number on that night, after that woman, Ashley Morton, wrote the response about A2LA being separate from ANSI. And here is Russ Chaney. Russ Chaney left us this voicemail.
This is Russ Chaney. Please leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Record your...
I sent a letter with the audio file to Joe Batia. I'm not going to bring him out. It's not necessary. You've seen him 1,000 times. And he sent it to his attorney, or their attorney, a Jameson Carroll. Jameson Carroll wrote us back, and he said this.
This is Russ Chaney. Please leave a message, and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Record your...
Well, we received a letter from Eleni Konstantopoulos, and this is what she said on September 10th. Dear Mr. Guberman, thank you for applying for an ANSI Director-at-Large position on ANSI board. I am writing to advise you that the members of the 2022 ANSI Board Nominating Committee expressed their gratitude for your interest. However, regrettably, the committee was not able to act favorably on your application. Why? Well, let's listen to him again. He's the nomination chairman. You heard the letter, little snippet that he put down. Thank you very much for your interest for ANSI. Listen to what he said.
This is Russ Chaney. Please leave a message and I'll return your call as soon as possible. Record your...
Yes, Russ, you did say half a nut, fuck you. But they feel insulated because you know who sits on their board too? The FBI, the FTC, the DOJ, the DOT. You have corporations like Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson. You have Boeing, Lockheed. They all are harmoniously, and he feels insulated. So he feels that he could say half a nut, fuck you. The worst thing, though, is when Jameson Carroll, their attorney, who said he found nothing offensive or degrading about that audio file, he wrote us back. And he thinks, hold on a second, let me hold him in this arm. He thinks we're a member. Listen to his first paragraph. Dear Mr. And this was sent to me on September 28th, several days after, about 20 some odd days after Eleni sent it to me, because I sent them a letter back. Thank you for your continued interest in ANSI and its board of directors. After reviewing all the nominations submitted, your nomination was not selected by the board nominating committee for balloting for the election by ANSI membership. Well, business owners, I'll say this. I was a nominee at ANSI, and this guy thought I was, as that paragraph perfectly states, that I was a member of ANSI the way he was acting. So I'm going to read you a letter from a gentleman who I've known for 20 years. And here it is. Dear Ms. Konstantopoulos, my name is Matt, originally from West Africa. I have the privilege and honor to be Mr. Daryl Guberman's neighbor for 20 years in Stratford, Connecticut. We meet on Friday nights for what we call Men's Night Out, and I hope that's not offensive to you out there in this world of craziness. Men's Night Out, Ladies' Night Out. Yes, it's Men's Night Out. That's what we call it. I'm sorry if it offended anybody. Anyway, Daryl has assisted me in the interpretation of many procedures and most importantly, CGPMC's current good manufacturing practices. His expertise and knowledge in many disciplines have given me better insight in the performance of my duties at work, since we deal with different types of lot batch separation and segregation of differing products. It is of paramount importance to keep products separate. He explained to me the different ISO standards and applications. Daryl takes hard to interpret procedures, specifications, standards, and makes them more understandable. He told me about ANSI's nomination for the 2022 board and asked if I could craft a letter for him. I would first like to take this opportunity to let you know that Mr. Daryl Guberman would swing a million swords to protect his friends, associates, and those he loves. I have been witness to this during our 20 years of friendship. He is kind, honest, industrious, supportive, and would join forces for the greater good of humanity. He is more than a friend. He is a brother and an integral part of my family. I would like to nominate Daryl Guberman, CEO of Guberman PMC LLC, as a member of your board. During his many years in business, running his company, Guberman PMC LLC, he has showed me press releases and his well-crafted videos concerning quality. His passion and knowledge will serve your board members well. What he brings to the quality space will help protect consumers and business owners alike. Daryl is a rarity when you need a leader. He has a high integrity and impeccable character. I admire his drive and courage with which he approaches his business. Such agility is what an organization such as yours would need to succeed in our changing world. He showed me your board is made up of corporations and federal agencies, which he told me many of these have had their data breached. Daryl explained in detail how these data breaches are preventable and that the impact to all Americans. As a citizen of this great country, there should be gatekeepers to keep countries of cybersecurity risk out. Electing a person like Daryl will restore trust and quality and make us all safe from the many threats our great country faces daily. Daryl has mentioned some of the ANSI buzzwords on Friday nights, like transparent, impartial, voluntary. After speaking with him personally, watching his videos and reading his press releases, and seeing hard facts, it appears the quality processes are failing all industries under the guise of quality, as Daryl says. I read your requirements and understand that one should be part of the ANSI membership. I feel that Daryl, though not a member, would benefit ANSI on many levels. I do hope that you can look upon Daryl with consideration. Choose him as a true contributor to your organization. Daryl's intellectual curiosity, independently collaborative, and strategically innovative personality will be a great asset to your organization. By ANSI choosing Daryl, you will start the process of regaining true equality in all industries. Please accept my nomination for Mr. Daryl Guberman for the board of ANSI. I do not say this because he is my family. I say this because I do not say this because of his character. Well, I do not say this because he is my family. I say this because his character, his library of knowledge of quality, his ability to simplify complex quality material to easy to understand and execute is exemplary. He is simply the best I have ever seen in the world of quality. I hope and pray that your organization doesn't pass a unique opportunity to add a fine American like Daryl to your board. And I'm going to finish it like this, business owners, because this demands a Thomas Paine poem. It is impossible to comprehend the moral mischief, if I may so express it, that mental lying has produced in our society. When a man has so far corrupted and prostituted the chastity of his mind as to subscribe his personal beliefs to things he does not believe, they have prepared themselves the commission for every other crime. Telephone number is 203-556-1493 or Daryl, TQRS, @yahoo.com. And I thank you. And I do this because I wanted to see ANSI improve, not degrade, as they've done over and over and over again. And I have all the information. I have the factor that the American Bar Association, the organization that he's part of, ANSI, and they both cohort together. So we have a tainted legal system as well. Terrible that it is. I thank you, I appreciate you, and I look forward, especially, from hearing from you, and especially this, business owners and my fellow citizens and my customers. Put down below in the comments, because you're going to have all the data in the actual body of this video. Put down if you heard half a nut fuck you. Say, yes, Daryl, I heard half a nut fuck you, if that's what you heard. If you didn't hear it, just put down, no, I never heard that. Do that. I appreciate it. Thank you.